What's up YouTube, Dan here and welcome to another episode of my AC Milan career mode series. So beginning today's episode with a game up against Brescia, and they are newly promoted I believe, and it's not going to be a massive struggle, so I just decided to sim this game and I expected a win, but Niang got a goal in the 4th minute, but that was quickly followed by a goal from Corvi, I think it is pronounced, and he scored his penalty. Niang later did get injured in the 38th minute, so he's getting continuous injuries, so I'm going to definitely have to sell him in the next window, and I believe he's worth around 12 to 13 million, so it'll be a bit of good business there and we can make some money out of him, and he's not done much for the club, so I think it's the right decision. So Pogba getting the goal in the 79th minute, a really nice goal to make it 2-1, and here you see Niang in the last couple of weeks saying that he wants to leave the club, but now he says he's got a change in heart and he was wrong in wanting to leave and he sees his future at AC Milan, and that's all good, but I'm still going to sell him because he's caused a lot of controversy and I still want to sell him anyway because he's just wasting wages and I could bring in much more talent in his position, and he's just getting really unhappy just being on the bench all the time. So into a massive game now up against Inter Milan, and this is one of the biggest games this season, and obviously it's a really important game to beat Inter Milan, and obviously it's at the San Siro, and you're about to see the league table now. We are currently on 62 points and we are currently 7 points ahead of Juventus, and if we lose a couple of times we'll still be ahead of Juventus. Napoli on 55 points as well, so we've got to maintain our good form that we've clearly had. We haven't conceded a lot of goals but we haven't scored many goals, but it's all good. Last season my problem was I scored a lot of goals. I scored around 100 goals but I conceded around 70 goals, and this season I think I've scored around 60 goals and I've conceded around 20 goals, so it's much better goal difference as well. So at this point I am doing really well this season, but I'm still going to go on for another season or two just to win everything, because at this moment in time I haven't played too much ahead, but we are still top of the table and we're 7 points ahead of Juventus, so I think it's likely that we're going to win the league this year. And Juventus, in my opinion, don't have a very strong team anymore because they sold Pogba obviously to us and they play Marchisio in that centre defensive midfield role where Pirlo used to play, and Marchisio is so much more dangerous up front or in centre attacking midfield position, and when we played them, Giovinco was injured, Chiellini was red carded, and they were just so weak at the back, so weak in midfield as well, but their attack as well, so they really need to make some decisions on what players to buy. So we were 1-0 down and I don't think we deserved it because we had most of the chances in this game, but Inter Milan scored the first goal of the game, so we needed the reply, and 2 corners. First goal from, I think it was Juan Jesus against his old team, then another goal from another defender, I think it was. So that made it 2-1, trying to maintain our lead now. El Shaarawy coming in and cutting past the defender, should have scored that. Maybe last season he would have scored that, but he definitely didn't score that goal. So we actually won that game 2-1, so my mistake. It was Boateng who scored the second goal. It wasn't a defender, but Juan Jesus, 2 goals in 5 minutes. He got the first one, and that's good against his old club. And by the way, I'd really recommend Juan Jesus. I might just call him Jesus. I know I call him Juan Jesus, but he is one hell of a player. Already reached 82, 83, but I just want to quickly talk about my Southampton career mode because the first episode, as I said, came out a couple of days ago, maybe yesterday, and I know it's getting a good response, but I think I'm going to wait and delay it, episode 2, till after I've done my AC Milan, because I think it's a bit of a distraction and I think I can just hold it until the end of this AC Milan, because I don't like the idea of live commentaries and I kind of rushed it a little bit in my mind. I know it was quite a decent episode, but I don't think there was much quality involved as in my AC Milan career mode. So it's not going to be live commentary, it's just going to be post commentary. I think that's the best way to do it. And we actually conceded a really bad goal there. Huntelaar scoring in the 4th minute, so really poor defending, and they nearly scored there. Fantastic save, but Huntelaar is one hell of a player on normal team. Not a big fan of him, but I've heard really good things about him, and he's probably considered a really good player. But again, they get another chance here, and what is going on in defence there? Pogba, I don't know what I was thinking of there. He just dribbled it into Lloris's path, and goalkeepers being so retarded on this game, he went into the back of the net and they scored a goal there. So it's 2-0 down. We needed an instant reply, and straight after they scored, Verratti got a goal there in the 13th minute, so really nice goal there. Wasn't expecting too much from him as he's had a bit of a poor season and he's one of the worst signings I've ever made, so definitely going to try and sell him. Maybe not sell him, but not going to use him as much as I have been. But another poor goal there conceded. But on the story of Verratti, I don't think he's one of my best signings I've ever made because he hasn't grown quickly enough. I know Pogba's around the 82, 83, but Verratti's still an 80 and his potential is around 86, 87, so he's not growing quickly enough, and we are currently in our 2nd season, so he's still at 79, 80, so what is going on there as well? Schalke get another cheap goal there in the 45th minute. Barnett actually scored the 3rd goal and then they added to that to make it 4-1 at the San Siro. Absolutely amazing. But by the way, if you haven't seen the episode before this, go and check that out. I think I uploaded it yesterday. Maybe as I'm recording this, I just uploaded it, but I might delay the upload till tomorrow. But Ozil getting a goal there, and Royce having the shot, and it came off Ozil and went into the back of the net. So a nice goal there, and it was 4-2 now. So we only need one more goal to get back on level. But Schalke just refused to go away here. Hodger on the ball, passing it to Farfan, and he sweated it across to Ku, I think it is. Don't know where he's from, but I'm guessing Asia probably. But yeah, nice goal there, and not a nice goal, sweaty goal, but no need for a replay of that. So we actually lost the game 5-2. What an amazing result that is for Schalke, and definitely at the San Siro, a really good result for them, as we have been so dominant at the San Siro this season. So a really bad result there, but we are out of the Champions Cup, and that's my goal for next season, to win the Champions Cup. So as you can see, the knockout stage, Chelsea beat Dortmund, Bayern Munich beat Saint-Etienne, I think it is. Surprised they're even in this tournament. Man United beat Zenit, Real Madrid beat PSG, Man City beat Porto, Barcelona beat Tottenham, AC Milan lost to Schalke. I didn't see the other result, but Winter Sim game up against England. I've already stressed I don't really enjoy being England or playing as England, because I think it's not the right word, but too pacey. But they're not very good in other areas. Like Walcott's only pacey on this game, Lennon's only pacey on this game, Ashley Young's only good asset is his pace. So it's just not a very good team, and all the players are rated around 81, 82. Apart from Rooney's having a really good time. So we're currently up 4-0. Richards getting a goal, and Lennon getting a goal, and Rooney getting a hat-trick. I've already stressed how good Rooney is. So we actually ended up winning that game 5-0. Really good result, especially against Northern Ireland. Not much worse than us, but still a good result. So into our last game of the episode now. It's a game up against Lazio. This is going to be a really tough game, because Lazio are quite a good team. They are struggling, but they do have a lot of money. So it's good if I get an offer from Lazio for one of my players to cash in a lot. And as they do have financial takeover, as they've got financial takeover, they will be able to buy my players. So looking forward to what their team will be like next season. It'll be a bit more of a challenge. They'll definitely be a top 4. But this season, they are currently around 13th, 14th. So not having the best this season, and they want a new manager. And I've actually looked on manager jobs. I'm always curious of what jobs there was, because once I did find Chelsea and Man United on there, but I didn't take it because this is dominated by AC Milan. So I'm going to be staying with AC Milan throughout this career, and then maybe like in my 4th season, if it depends how many more seasons I do. But I'll take another manager off. I don't want to start all over again in 2012. But we do get an early 2 goals there. Gabbiadini with the 2nd goal. And I think Boateng got the 1st goal in the 26th minute. But as I said, Lazio are really struggling this season. They do have a really pacey team. Like Conco's really pacey, and I struggled to get past him with El Shaarawy. But it took all the time until the 82nd minute for them to get a goal there. And it's quite a nice goal. I don't know where my defenders were, but Scully scored the goal, took advantage of the bad defending, and made it 2-1. So they went on ultra-attackive, and we took advantage of that. Ozil on the ball now, cutting back inside and then passing it to Boateng in the middle of the park into Montari. Carmona on the ball now. How did he not score that? And how did he not score that? But that's the end of the episode now, guys. Thanks for watching. This is going to be the 2nd episode of the day, and please can we reach a massive 15 likes maybe. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode.